Is there any reason? Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football, we're live. I couldn't really understand why we weren't, but we are now. How are we all doing? Premier League football is back. Saturday afternoon coverage is here on That's Football. We're going to be featuring Leeds, Everton and Man City, Norwich, but there's a lot more than that. Solihull Moors against Wrexham is the big game of the day that I was meant to bloody go to, but I'd already committed to doing this. But we'll be keeping an eye on that for anyone's interested. Also, Villa against Newcastle, Crystal Palace against Brentford, and obviously, as I said, Leeds, Everton and Man City, Norwich. Liverpool have already won 2-0 against Burnley. A bloody captain Salah. What an absolute prat. I'm sure some other people did. My fantasy Premier League is not going that well at the moment, but it's a marathon, not a sprint, as I always say. So, yeah. Oh, let me just tweet this out. Dun, dun, dun. How are we all doing anyway? I'm very, very pleased and welcome to everybody who's tuning in. I think we're going to have some good games going on today. I hope so. And let's get ready to rumble. Watchers wreck the mic. Psych. Hi, anyone can give me the Fantasy Premier League code, says Nikan. I don't know what it is. And Trent was good, says Manav. Yes, I thought Trent was very, very good. I think that he was very good. And I thought that... I think it was such a predictable result. I think me and Craig in our Premier League predictions went with 3-0, didn't we, in both games? And both of us went for 3-0. And really, on another day, it could have been 3 or 4-0 to Liverpool. But they'll just be very happy with the fact that they've not conceded any goals. They've got 6 from 6. And am I right in saying that they're playing Liverpool next week as well? So yes, sorry, they won't be playing themselves. That'll be an easy win. I think I'm right in saying that they're playing Arsenal next week as well. How far do you think West Ham will go in Europe? I'm not so sure, mate. Really, I'm not too sure. I think there will be. I think it'll be an interesting game, but I don't really know. It'll be interesting for West Ham how well they do. I really hope they get Lingard. I'm really hoping that they are going to get hold of Jesse Lingard, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? I think that will massively help them. I've got so many screens up on the go here. I've got that for that. That for that, and also a couple of browsers for something else as well. So lots to keep an eye on this afternoon. And I am going to be keeping an eye on all games that are going on across England and Europe, really, because there are other games. There's a full championship run of games. Stoke against Forest, Blackburn, West Brom, Derby against Middlesbrough. Birmingham City against Luton. I think they're all kicking off at 3 o'clock, apart from QPR, who've just drawn with Barnsley. League 1, League 2 action, National League, like I said. Solihull Moors are playing against Wrexham, which is very interesting. Wrexham, of course, now owned by Deadpool and others. So they're going for it big time. It's the opening day of the FA Cup as well. Up hashtag and Spencer. Hope they do well. Scottish Premier League football. Not really bothered about that. Is there anywhere else playing? Kimberley Premier, Spanish La Liga. There's no games at 3 o'clock for that. German League. Dortmund are actually losing 1-0 to Freiburg at the moment. Keep you up to date with that. There's no Italian games. No French games at 3 o'clock anyway. Yeah, so keep an eye on Dortmund. They are losing 1-0 to Freiburg at the moment in the... I don't even call it the Bundesliga anymore. You know what I call it? I call it the Bayern Munich's going to win it every year league. Where are you watching the game, mate? What channel? Says Stephen Baker. Very nosy, as if I'm going to start telling you all that sort of information. The main games I'm going to be keeping an eye on are Leeds, Everton and Man City, Norwich. Also, as I said, we have got Villa against Newcastle and Crystal Palace. Reminds me who Crystal Palace are playing. Brentford. So my predictions for the Premier League games, get yours in. I think Leeds will win 3-2. Ellen Road is absolutely... They're just showing the pictures of Ellen Road now. First Premier League game for them. It's a big thing for Leeds, actually. It's not their first game in the Premier League back, but it's their first Premier League game with a full crowd in there. So it's a big day for Leeds. I'm going to go with Leeds to win 3-2. That's what I said. Obviously, I think Man City will smash Norwich. In fact, I don't know why I've put no Man City players in my fantasy Premier League team. That was stupidity. I've really not thought it through again. Villa, I think, will win against Newcastle, and I think Brentford will lose to Crystal Palace. So we'll see how it goes in those, and we'll keep an eye on what's going on. I've got Soccer Saturday on here for all the scores there. I've also got an app for all the scores coming in. But keep everybody updated with what you are watching, everybody. Keep everybody updated with what you're doing, because there is going to be a lot of people watching a lot of different games. And one of the things I would say is that people around the world get to watch these games that we don't get to watch. So you will be ahead of us with our apps and everything else that we've got. So make sure you're keeping us up to date with what you are going through. I can probably tell you my fantasy Premier League team at some point. In fact, I'll get that up on the screen as well for you. Well, I'll get it up on my screen. I don't think it's really massively important for you. I did captain Salah, but I've got Martinez playing this afternoon, obviously for Villa. I've got two. I've got Targay as well. That's a bloody mistake. Dallas for Leeds, Bamford for Leeds. I've got Tony for Brentford as well. So I've got a few 3 o'clock kickoffs. I've got 2 Villa players, Targay and Martinez, Dallas, Bamford, and Tony. So yeah. I could do with some things going my way today, but I don't know why I've got Tony. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's going to score many goals, you know. Anyway, please do subscribe to the channel, bottom right hand corner, everywhere you want to be, everywhere you want to go. This is the place to be. Manchester United on the United stand, but this is That's Football. Everybody is welcome on here, and we've got lots and lots of games to keep you updated with. I've got the video printer here, and lots of things going on, so make sure you get involved. Why didn't I captain Bruno, says Minia? Why did I captain Salah? Although, to be honest with you, I'm going to sort of leave Bruno alone, because if Bruno scores, I win as a United fan. I'm not bothered about that. The Fantasy Premier League would be nice, of course, but plenty of time to catch up. I might be wild carding it, actually. Players are all starting to come out. I've not given anybody any bloody team news either, actually. Apologies for this, because there's so much going on. So let's talk about the Man City Norwich game first of all. We're 5 minutes away to kick off, so we've got plenty of time. So Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Laporte, Cancelo, no place for Stones yet. Gundogan, Rodri and Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Gabriel Jesus and Torres. Still no starting place for De Bruyne. In fact, he's not even on the bench today, De Bruyne, which is I don't know if anyone knows what the situation is with him, and neither is John Stones actually. Sterling drops to the bench. The Everton Leeds game, because no one cares about Norwich. Leeds, pretty much the same team from last week, apart from Phillips comes into the midfield, Dallas, Klitsch, Harrison, Rafina and Bamford. They're still without the centre-back that makes them quite good, Llorente. He's still not back. Everton, Pickford, Coleman, Mina, Keane, Digne, Alan Decore, Iwobi, Richarlison, Gray, Calvert-Lewin. Andros Townsend drops to the bench, which is quite good actually, because he was in my Fantasy Premier League team, and I thought I'll go with Dallas instead. So that's actually worked out quite well for me. So there we go. But obviously my Everton career mode is on Twitch, so I have an interest in Everton, but I don't think they'll get the result away today. De Bruyne has still got an ankle injury, says Max. Thank you very much. And is Ollie a good manager in your opinion, says Robert. And fresh new cable knit sweater. I got this for Christmas, mate. It is a very nice jumper. It is an RL cable knit jumper, but Mrs. Goldbridge bought it me for Christmas. You can't really hang it up because it sort of stretches when you hang it up. So I'd folded it up and put it in my wardrobe and completely forgotten that I had it. And I thought, you know what? That's a bit of me. You know, we're moving into these autumn times now, and I had my shirt on last night, and I've gone with the cable knit jumper today because it's quite chilly in the UK today. It's a lot of rain as well. I've got no idea what channel it's on. I don't know. Thoughts on Tomiscus Goldbridge, says Jacket Potato. I think it's been very good. If I probably pronounced the name very wrong. There's the Villa Park crowd. Villa Park there, Newcastle. First game at Villa Park again. I mean, one thing I did want to say is that we've got a lot of teams. We had it last week. We were very excited. All these teams who are playing at home this week, they're getting what the home teams got last week. So it's their time to shine, isn't it? Their fans at Ellen Road and Villa Park and Crystal Palace, Selhurst Park, and there's another one. There is another one. The Etihad. There won't be many there. They haven't shown any pictures of that, but there's Selhurst Park. Could do with a goal for Tony. I really could do with Bamford and Tony scoring today. I love the thing. You know what though? I love these streams. I love it because there's so many games going on, and if you're doing Fantasy Premier League and you can keep an eye on the La Liga, and I'm sure a lot of you probably do. I'm sure a lot of you do have a little bet and stuff like that. It's just good fun, isn't it? Good fun. So make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. I've got no idea what we're doing subscribers wise at the moment. Actually, I'm just going to have a quick check. But please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. So we're on 505,000. Let's see if we can get up to 506,000 today. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Get involved. Me and Craig are doing Chelsea-Arsenal tomorrow. And, of course, I'll be doing United against Southampton tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And then we're doing Arsenal-Chelsea, yeah, 4:30. And then Monday night, we're doing Leicester against West Ham, which I think will be a good one as well. So loads of watch-alongs to get involved in. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner. I'm just about. I will do the timer for you as soon as we get to the point where it's going to kick off. I'm going to be keeping an eye on Everton, Leeds, and Man City against Norwich. Everton, Leeds is the one I'm most interested in today. So let me just put my earpiece in so I can hear what's actually bloody happening. That would be useful. Where's this? Okay, there we go. Yeah, the 5:30 game is crap today. I mean, fair play for sharing it around, but it's absolutely rubbish. I don't even know what it is. Is it Brighton against somebody? Yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best, really. Thanks everyone who's tuning in anyway. Got 6,000. Let's see if we can get up to like 10,000 today. So please share the video, smash a like on the video. And Goldbridge has got nothing on Soccer Saturday, says Jacket Potato. Look, I grew up off Soccer Saturday. It was fantastic when I was growing up. But you know what? Times are a-changing. Sheffield Wednesday have beaten Rotherham 2-0, I presume, because it says it's 2-0 there. They're doing very well, Sheffield Wednesday. I'd love to see Sheffield Wednesday back in the Premier League, actually. They're a traditionally old Premier League club, so I would like to see them doing back. Live chat is just updating. It's Brighton against Watford at 5:30 if you're desperate to watch football. But we're about to start kicking off with all the games here, so let me just start a timer. What are we at? We're actually at 3 o'clock here, so referees need to start getting this underway. I'll tell you what the early goals are. I'll tell you what, I'm very interested to keep an eye on the National League. I'm going to be doing National League fantasy football this year. So we're up and running, 3 o'clock. Tamas, welcome to the Members Club. Thank you for joining and supporting the channel. I will be doing a National League Football Manager when it comes out this year. So, yeah, I'm interested in that. But the games are up and running here. And West Brom have taken a lead against Blackburn here. 1-0. That's the first goal of the thing. And it's called by, well done to Alex Mawat. He scored the first goal. City can't fill their stadium. They're never going to fill their stadium against teams like Norwich. I mean, look. I'm sort of risking my own sort of statement here. If anybody watches this channel quite regularly, you'll know that I always say that if you want to introduce somebody to football, Leeds is the way of doing it. Now, I'd love to do a National League football watch-along div head. I don't think you can actually get hold of the stream of the game anymore, can you? I know a lot of clubs were selling it, but I don't think you actually can do it anymore. But yeah, I always say that Leeds is the best team to watch Premier League football with. And you get very open games with Leeds, and I think we'll get. I think I said 3-2 to Leeds, so I think there'll be a lot of games in the Leeds Everton game. Could be a cracker for match of the day later on. But West Brom have got the first goal of the 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Championship. I do play Fantasy Premier League, Wayne, and I've got Martinez, Targay, Dallas, Tony and Bamford. It's going to be one of those weeks where I actually do worse than last week, or I pull off a madness. I need a madness, really. I really, really do not need Newcastle to score today. But bloody hell, Bamford was nearly in then. Good bit of play by Leeds, and Bamford was about to shoot, and they've cleared it. My fantasy Premier League captain, Jay, guess who it was? Yeah, had a goal disallowed at lunchtime. Salah. Targay is on the bench for Villa. Great. Great. Did he not play last week? Who are they playing at left back then? I mean, first things first, Dean Smith. What the bloody hell's going on? What the bloody hell is going on? He's gone with Ashley Young at left back. Of course he has. Well, that's another player I've got to get rid of because he won't be coming on now. Great. Although at the end of the day, if you know, you should never have two of the same. You know, you should never have two of the same. Forest Green have scored against Crawley. 1-0 there. I think they're in the National League. Let's have a little game. What minute do you think Man City will score in? I'm going to say 13. Let's see who gets the first goal for Man City today. Morning, Mark. How you doing? Good games going on. Interesting to see how Grealish plays today, says Vignesh. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think that game will be interesting, really. I think it's a matter of how many Man City score. Because Norwich do play such open football, don't they? So I don't think that will be that interesting, to be honest with you. So I've gone 13th minute in that. Wickham have scored as well. I'm not going to do this for every goal because we'll get really bored of all the League One and everything stuff. But I have got a vested interest today. Let me just tell you one little bit of a story. Solihull Moors, you'll find out if you follow me on Instagram, at Mark Goldbridge, at Goldbridge Mark, I think it is. You're going to find out next week why I'm very interested in Solihull Moors. Now, I'm normally interested in Solihull Moors. Oh, wait a minute. I think there's something going on with... Oh, no. There's something going on here with Bamford and Mina. I think Bamford might have just hit out at Mina. Oh, it'd be bloody typical if he gets a red card. No. No, it's all right. It's all right. I was going to say that would be a story in my fantasy Premier League. But, yes, I think in relation to Solihull Moors, they're playing today. Last year, I think they finished about 7th or 8th or something like that. They're my most local team, actually. They're only about a 5-minute drive away. Nice little club in the National League. Well, they're playing Wrexham today, who have basically... Wrexham are the Man City of the National League now. They've been bought by Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, and some other Welsh actor. Apparently he's very famous, but I haven't got a bloody clue who he is, and I like films. So I'm hoping that Solihull Moors will win today, but they're not favourites to go up by any means. There's some good teams in the National League. Southend are in there. I think Stockport are in there. Notts County are in there. And now Wrexham have got a load of money, so they're up against it. It's not a red card for Bamford, by the way. Don't worry. Bournemouth are beating Blackpool. You know, I keep thinking Bournemouth got promoted. They didn't, did they? Solanke. God, they wasted their money on him, didn't they? Callum Wilson's just missed a sitter for Newcastle there, Dylan. Thanks, everyone, if you are. And Ben Marshall says it as well. I'm sure people are watching different streams. So, yeah, that's the whole point of the chat. And we've got a goal for Manchester City. And it's an own goal. An own goal here for Manchester City. Let me see if we can find a way of getting an eye on that. But they've scored in the 6th minute here. Manchester City against Norwich. And we've got a goal. Manchester City have scored. Wilson just missed a one-on-one, says Owen White. But it is 1-0 to Manchester City. We're just waiting to get it confirmed. And we will be changing the score. Manchester City, where's your score? Not that one. Here we go. It is 1-0. There's a hint of offside, apparently. Maybe offside, says hello. I mean, basically, the cross comes across the 6-yard box. And Norwich defender sticks their leg out. It's Gabriel Jesus who puts the cross in. And he literally has got no Man City player with him. And he just kicks it into his own net. Kicks it against his own goalkeeper, Kicks it against his own goalkeeper. But there might be a hint of offside on Jesus. A lot of people are saying it is offside. We're just waiting to hear on this. The goal stands. It's onside. So it is 1-0 to Manchester City and the game carries on. So it is 1-0 to Manchester City there. Statistics-wise, they've had 60% possession. They've actually only had one shot on goal, even though they've had double the passes. So very comfortable start for Manchester City. And they scored inside the first 7 minutes. So didn't get that prediction right. I said 13. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is what the other owner is from. It's a TV show, says Travis. There you go. That's what the other owner of Wrexham is. Richarlison's down injured at the moment, and it was Tim Krul as an own goal. It's gone down for Manchester City. But yeah, Callum Wilson with a very big chance for Newcastle. I mean, look, maybe we're all underestimating Villa here, overestimating Villa here, because the Villa, I know they've lost Jack Grealish, but that team of Martinez, Cash, Konza, Mings, and Young, McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Bendia, Ramsey, El Ghazi, and Ings. I mean, is he injured already then, Leon Bailey? Where's Leon Bailey? Where's... what's happened to the lad up front as well? He used to play up front for them. I mean, that doesn't look like a great Villa side to me either. Ramsey, Bendia, El Ghazi, McGinn, Douglas... It doesn't actually look like... To be honest with you, I thought Villa would win today, but I actually don't think it's such a great... Watkins is what I'm thinking about. What Ollie Watkins? What's happened to him? What's happened to Leon Bailey? He was on the bench last week. He's not on the bench this week. And neither's Watkins. Twan Sebi's on the bench for them. But, early injury problems. Watkins is already injured, says Michael. And Bailey's picked up an injury in training. So, yeah. Villa are doing a turkey in the Euros, says Paul. Thanks for the super chats, by the way. You can do that through the $sign. Birmingham are winning 1-0 as well. Mark Roberts. I know Tahith Chong's on loan there. But 1-0 to Manchester City is the first Premier League goal we've had this afternoon. It's an own goal, cross from Jesus, and turned into his own net by the Norwich defender. I think it actually hits Krul as well. It's a cruel world to give it as an own goal to Krul, because the Norwich defender basically kicks it straight at him. So it's a little bit cruel, but Norwich are crap. Peter McVeigh says they suck. I mean, they are going straight back down, Norwich. And I do think that Brentford are going to go straight back down as well. But quite a few goals just popping in here at the moment. I'm just keeping an eye on my Vidi printer. Southend are winning. One of the favourites to go up from the National League. As are Stockport, who are winning as well. Joe Williams says, "What's this stupid thing about no televised games at 3:00?" Look, nobody enjoyed COVID. It was crap, but at least you did get football on every game. It is really stupid how you don't get to watch matches. I mean, look. Imagine if you're an Everton fan or you're a Leeds fan, right? There's only 40,000 people at Ellen Road. How many Leeds fans are there in Leeds? I'd say a few 100,000. How many Everton fans are there in Liverpool? A few 100,000. So regardless of whether I want to watch Leeds Everton or you want to watch Leeds Everton, Leeds and Everton fans can't actually watch their own bloody team play because of this. I can't. I've said this before, and I'm glad we're hitting it right at the start of the new season. I find it ridiculous that in 2021, where the world is, wide open, you cannot, as a Leeds fan, watch your team play against Everton unless you're one of a few thousand people at Ellen Road. It's bloody ridiculous. They need to sort it out. What we need in football is the ability for the Premier League to come out with season tickets. I mean, ideally, you'd want Leeds to be able to say, we're selling televised season tickets so you can watch every single Leeds game on a stream for £100 a year and you get to watch every single game. Now, the Premier League would worry about that because Man United and Liverpool would make loads and loads of money, and so would Arsenal and Chelsea, whereas Brentford would make no money. But I'm sure, it's extra revenue for the clubs, isn't it? So why don't they just all sit together and say, look, we'll run it like the Premier League? you can buy a Premier League pass for whatever club you want to buy it for, but the money gets distributed fairly. I don't think that's a bad thing to do, is it? There's a little bit of something in the chat here I'm just waiting for. It's still 0-0 in the Wrexham game. I'm keeping an eye on that. I think we've got a goal here. Let me just get a bit of clarity here. I think we've got a goal. I think it's 1-1 in the Norwich game. Not 100% sure, but might be 1-1. What hobbies you got apart from footy? Says Charlie. Film, really. Film and TV and stuff like that, yeah. It is 1-1. We've got a goal at Norwich. Norwich. No, it's not 1-1. No, it's not. Arseholes. It's not 1-1. It's not 1-1. Don't worry. Nearly fell for that one. Arseholes in the chat. But good that they get it out of the way early, because right on my first sort of show I've done on a 3 o'clock where there's loads of games going on, that's absolutely fine. If you like Oldham, you're not going to like this. It's Colchester 2, it's Oldham 0, and we've only had 12 minutes. Full time in the Rotherham versus Sheffield Wednesday game as well. Sheffield Wednesday have won 2-0 in that one. So 2-0 in that one. Bibek says Norwich actually play really good football. Yeah, they can play it in the Championship then, can't they? Because, you know, they've done this before. At what point are they going to realise that... And it's the same bloody manager as well. At what point are they going to realise? What's your opinion on COVID passports, says AJS? And take it you're not doing the Watford game, says Ewan. No, I asked Craig if he could do it, but he can't do it, so we're not doing it. But we are doing Arsenal-Chelsea tomorrow. I'll be doing United on the United stand from 2 o'clock. Then we're on here for Arsenal-Chelsea. And then Monday night we will be doing Leicester-West Ham, which I think is a really interesting game. Just can't call it. Per-Eric Klassen says, I don't understand why you can't see all the games in England, because here in Norway we can see every game, says Per-Eric Klassen. You know when you're watching your streams, it's 2-0 to City, apparently. Now, I think we have got a goal here. It is 2-0 to City now. Let's have a look at what's going on in that game. But it is 2-0 to City. Just waiting to see who the scorer is here. Foden's still injured. There's definitely a goal. It looks like it's Torres. Norwich not very happy. Norwich not very happy about this. I'll tell you the goal and assist to James. It is 2-0. It's Ferran Torres. 2-0 City. Just waiting to see if there's something going on. I mean, that's not a foul for me. That's never going to be a foul. And it's a nice finish. They're saying it should be a foul. Well, you know what? I think it should be a foul, actually. I think he's going to check it. I do. A lot of people are saying it should be a foul. Goal disallowed. Oh, 100%. 100%. That's not 2-0. No goal for City. It stays at 1-0 there. I'm really loving this. We've never done a stream like this before. I'm absolutely loving it. There's so much going on. So much going on at the moment. And no goal. It stays at 1-0. We've not changed the scoreline. I'm sure I predicted 5-0 in this game for Manchester City anyway. But Ipswich are beating MK Dons. They've just scored. And Preston are 1-0 up against Peterborough. But there will be no goal for City there. It quite rightly gets chalked off. There was a trip in the build-up. But you got to say unlucky for Ferran Torres, because he took it very, very well. But Caparius says game's gone. I think does anyone agree with that? It wasn't a foul. Anybody who's seen it, I think it was quite conclusive that it was a foul in that game. I'm just waiting to see if National League. Let's have a look. I'll get so excited if Solihull Moors. It's still 0-0 with Solihull Moors and Wrexham. Barnet, Notts County 0-0 as well. My eyes are on that. My eyes are on that. Still 0-0 in Leeds Everton. Let me just tell you the stats in this game at the moment. We've had 4 shots for Leeds and 3 shots for Everton. So it is the wide open game you would expect. Leeds have made 128 passes to Everton's 45. So you can see who's having more of the ball. But currently it is still 0-0 in that game. Although it should have just been 1-0. Calvert-Lewin stretching on the end of a cross. I think the cross comes in from Iwobi. Very similar to the goal that he scored last week, where the cross comes in and he just out. It should be 1-0. It should be 1-0 there. Calvert-Lewin, if you've got him, he's a good player to have. How much is... I'm going to have a look, actually. Actually, he's nowhere near it. It's a good cross. And it's Damari Gray with the cross, in fact. And Calvert-Lewin just doesn't do. I mean, he's a very interesting player, isn't he? Very interesting player. Damari Gray never really got the consistency going at Leicester, but at Everton, I mean, it's only game 2, but he's been very, very good. So, you know, keep your eye on Damari Gray. He could be an assister this season. Not your sister, an assister. Calvert-Lewin's 8.1 million. Might not be a bad shout, you know. Might not be a bad shout. For me, it was Bamford or Calvert-Lewin, and they're up against each other today. Leon just says Dominic Calvert-Lewin won't leave. I'm talking about Fantasy Premier League there, mate. I'm not talking about anything else. Bournemouth have just gone 2-0 up. Solanke's on a hat-trick. He's got 2 in the first 20 minutes here, and it's 2-0 to Bournemouth against Blackpool. I mean, how are Blackpool in the Championship? I thought Blackpool went out of business. You never hear about that. But... Yeah, one thing I was going to say is that they've... we might have something... We might have something really amazing going on here. We might have something really, really exciting going on here. I'm just waiting to get confirmation. We're hearing that there might be a goal here coming in. Ipswich have gone 1-0 up. If you're interested in that, lots of things going on, but we're hearing early reports that there might be a goal in Solihull, just down the road from me. Not confirmed yet. Not confirmed yet. How can my battery be running low? I bloody laugh. How can it be running low? It's plugged in. I am still talking to you here, everybody. I'm just a little bit confused. Confused.com. Oh, that's why. Not bloody... Adapter's not plugged in. Prat. It is confirmed that Solihull Moors have gone 1-0 up. Oh, Goldbridge's tweet is ready. Sit down at... What's his Twitter? What's Ryan Redpool's... What's Ryan Reynolds' Twitter? He's getting it. Oh, he's going to get it. Got to be on Twitter. It's got 17.8 million. He'll do. He'll do. It is 1-0 and it's Joe Sabara who scored the goal. That's what I was waiting for. Yes, there's the tweet of the day. There's the tweet of the day. 2-0 to City as well. Let's just have a look at that. All going on at the moment. Loving it. And it's Grealish. Grealish scores. Grealish has scored for City. 2-0. Jack Grealish. Where are you getting the Solihull score way ahead of me? Because I've got, like, TV on here. It is Jack Grealish who scores for Manchester City. I think it will not be ruled out this time. Look at him there doing the whole that sort of thing. Mate, you play for Man City, mate. you know, it's not really proving people wrong, getting chances and scoring for Manchester City. But he has scored. Celtic are 2-0 up, by the way. I mean, how he can... I like Grealish, right? But how he can celebrate like that when the ball hits him and he nearly misses it. Like, there's nothing clinical about this. I mean, fair play to the lad. I do like Jack Grealish, but he's borderline missing his chance there. But he has made it 2-0. All sorts going on at the moment. Lots going on. 2-0 Manchester City after 22 minutes. I predicted... What did I predict? Mark, the Championship has an iFollow app you can watch. I can watch every Nottingham Forest game. It's like a digital season ticket. Premier League, take notes. It's Mr. Hoss. Well done to the Championship for doing that. Very much well done to that. I'm going to get this... I'm going to change something here. Still 0-0 in Everton and Leeds. Still 0-0 in Newcastle and Villa at Villa. And still 0-0 in Crystal Palace and Brentford. I predicted that Brentford won't score today, actually. So, yeah, they'll do well to score today. I went 5-0. Thank you, Daz East Gaming. I said 5-0 to City today. I like Jack Grealish. I do like Jack Grealish. I just don't like the fact he plays for Manchester City, to be honest. But, you know, what can you do? Why won't it show me that? Come on. Right. We pull that down there. Minimise that. Got more screens open here than something with a lot of screens. Let's go here and here. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. That's how we want it. Got a penalty apparently. Penalty to Newcastle. Or no penalty. We'll wait and see here. Well, there's talk of a penalty. No penalty at Newcastle. No penalty at Villa. And now there might be a penalty at Leeds. So he's playing on at Villa. But we might have a penalty at Leeds. So no penalty at Newcastle. It's 1-1. Bloody Wrexham have scored. 1-1. So it's all going on here. But there might be a penalty at Everton against Leeds. Penalty to Everton. Penalty in Leeds, says Fair. Wrexham have scored. It's 1-1 there. It's on Calvert-Lewin. I think it will be given as a penalty. He's definitely onside when the cross comes in. It's that tester for VAR, really. Looks, he's having a look, says Evan. No penalty. VAR says no penalty. So it's no penalty to Everton. To be honest, he's going to have a look, the referee. Bloody 1-1 between Solihull Moors and Wrexham. That didn't last long. Which club do you think has the best crest design, says Shane Ferris? You can get involved in the chat there. He's checking it, and I think it is a penalty now. Clear penalty, says Kuba. Should be a penalty, says SNPR. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. I suppose at the end of the day, it's whether it's clear and obvious. A lot of people saying it's surely a penalty. I mean, they're saying on the radio that it looked like Calvert-Lewin makes a meal out of it, but then there could be enough there for a penalty to be given. He's given it. He's gone for a penalty. Referee says a penalty. It's been given. So penalty to not to Leeds, to Everton. I've got no bloody Everton players. I've got no Leeds defenders though, so it doesn't matter. Calvert-Lewin's caused a few problems in this game. I think, does Alan take the penalties for them? It is a penalty to Everton though. Still 1-1 Solihull Moors and Wrexham. Penalty's been given. Game's gone soft. Oh, Wrexham have bloody scored as well. Shut up, Wrexham. 2-1 to Wrexham. They went 1-0 down and they're 2-1 up. Oh, it's bad. It's a bad moment for Goldbridge there. I don't want bloody Ryan Reynolds and his Hollywood millions to win, but it's 2-1 to Wrexham from 1-0 down. They've turned it around. And it's Calvert-Lewin who's going to take the penalty for Everton. Updates on other goals. Celtic are winning 3-0 against St Mirren. Calvert-Lewin's going to take the penalty. 2-1 to Wrexham. They won't be very happy in Leeds. Calvert-Lewin looking at 2-2 here. We should have gone for bloody Calvert-Lewin over Bamford. And it is 1-0. It's Calvert-Lewin who scores the penalty. And Everton take the lead. There'll be more goals in that game, don't you worry. Don't you worry. A rough start for Leeds. Well, it's one of those, isn't it? You're talking about whether it's a penalty or not. A lot of division in the chats. A lot of division on social media. What?
We have to go out in the way.
Pardon?
We have to go out in the way.
Why?
Because Mummy told me.
Oh. It's it's one of those. It's a bit of a soft penalty, says Tyler. I'm surprised the penalty was given. I mean, look, to be honest with you, there's no love lost for Leeds with me as a United fan, but I'm surprised the penalty is given because it's a bit one of those, isn't it? Bit one of those. But I'm surprised VAR gave it. Because it's not clear cut. But there you go. Everton lead 1-0. And Wrexham lead 2-1. After 33 minutes. I need Tony to score as well, Mike. I need him to score. Joe says Dominic Calvert-Lewin is very overrated. He's crap on FIFA. That's why I sold him. Who scored for City, says Danks. Own goal, Tim Krul and Jack Grealish. I mean, look at the second scorer for Wrexham. It couldn't be more Welsh. David Jones. The name's Jones. David Jones. 007. Bloody Wrexham and your millions. Good shot, though, from Rafina for Leeds. Just goes wide. I did watch the Liverpool game, Jay Waff. They were never in any doubt, really. Never in any doubt at all. These idiots in the chat. I mean, do you really think I'm thick? Like, I'm not going to not see them. I'm literally sat looking at the chat. They know who they are. Still 2-1 in that game. Stephen Ivich have equalised against Port Vale. Luke Norris, the great Luke Norris there. Villa 0-0. Could have been a penalty to Newcastle. Wasn't given. And then we got one in the Leeds game. But I tell you what, it'd be a bad start for Leeds to lose 2 in a row. You sort of do fall into that nervous. I mean, Burnley have lost 2 in a row, of course. Liverpool have won 2 in a row. But, I'm loving these streams. Make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. It's amazing. Leon says it's now 3-0 to Solihull. I mean, how do you do that? Do you just nick the 2 goals that Wrexham have got and add them on? Imagine if football could do that. It is not that at the moment. Oh, thanks for the super chats coming in. Sidant says, Mark, you talk about United deadwood. Have you looked at Chelsea's deadwood list? Sabacosta, Drinkwater, Masunda, Bakayoko, Barkley, Baba Rahman, etc. But yeah, but the thing about Chelsea is it doesn't stop them buying new players. They still buy new players. Sam Ameson says, Mount, Lukaku, Sancho, Bruno, all in my team, lined up for tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my fantasy Premier League team. It's crap. Absolutely crap. I desperately need Dallas and Bamford to do something in this game, and I need Tony to do something, and Martinez needs to have a worldie in that Villa game as well. There is an 8 PM show tonight, yes, Leon. I'm doing this, then I'm going out for an evening meal, but I'll be back for 8 o'clock. How many points did I get last week? I think I did. I mean, at the end of the day, I think most people got like 70, 80, 90 points, didn't they? But Tom Smith says is laughing that I've got Dallas. Well, he got an assist last week, so, you know, the laugh's on you. For a cheap midfielder, he ain't too bad. I got 55. Yeah. I daren't look at Twitter. I bantered Ryan Reynolds and it's gone the other way. Did it too soon. You know, live by the sword, die by the sword, really. You know. Jack got 105 points last week. Mate, I could well believe it. I can well believe it. Yeah. Fulham are winning 2-0, by the way, against Hull. Carvalho has scored. Fabio Carvalho. I want my phone. That's why I've took my ears out. Chong's just got an assist for Birmingham as well. Good stuff. Still 10 minutes to go to half time. Everton Leeds is the one to watch. Man City have already got the points against Norwich. Goldbridge, you've talked smack about me all week, says Mikel Arteta. Just 24 hours to go until I sit you down and give you a dose of humble pie. Hey, mate, you know what? If Arsenal get something tomorrow, it's beneficial for United because Chelsea are our title rivals. So, Bamford and Yerry Mina. What are they doing? He's booking them both this time, the referee. Will I speak to Jack, mate, for you? Anyway, if you watch the pie face video, smash a like on the video or let me know in the chat because my next episode is with Jack, mate. Spoiler alert for you fantastic people who are watching this today, I can tell you that episode 2 of Driving with Goldbridge is Jackmate, because it's already been filmed and edited, so I know it is. I'm alright, Dilraj. Yerry Mina and Bamford have both been booked. And they are going at each other quite a lot. Daz East Gaming says the Pie Face episode was class. I can see it. You know, I've picked Bamford as my striker. I was choosing between Bamford and Calvert-Lewin. I thought I'll go with Bamford. I can guarantee you he's going to get sent off. Pieface was elite, says Hassan. Mark, can I have a prediction for the United game tomorrow? 3-1 to Manchester United. I'm 96 says, when did you start supporting Manchester United? Well, I'm sure many people would love me to announce that I started well, basically, I thought, you know, I had a really good job in 2014, and I thought, you know what? Let's risk it all on YouTube that I know nothing about. Change my allegiances to Manchester United and start a YouTube channel with absolutely nothing, with no monetisation on it for the first 2 years. Yeah, that's what I thought I was going to do. I mean, that's what idiots will have you believe. I started supporting Manchester United as a child because my granddad supported Manchester United, and so did my mum. And basically, every night I used to come home from school, or whenever I was round there, it was just VHS videos of the story of Manchester United, the story of '68. So Manchester United was what I sort of grew up on. My dad's a Chelsea fan, but you know, I'd never had any inclination to go with that. So there was no videos. Would you go watch #United in the FA Cup, says Oliver Smith? They're playing today, mate. They're playing today. And Mark, a bit random, but any tips on moving out? I can't wait, to be honest. Also love the new driving series, says Son. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. There's talk of a goal coming in. Let me just have a quick look. We will have a look. I'm not gonna fall for it, you know, until it's been confirmed. But there's early reports coming in here that Pukki has scored for Norwich. We will get it confirmed for you. And I think it is true. No, it's not. They're lying. It's not. This is why I always check. No goal for Pukki. There's nothing like it. Just prats in the chat. Derby 0-0 with Middlesbrough. Do you think Southampton will get relegated, says Riley Wallace? No, I think it's way too early for that to happen, to be honest with you. Way too early. In fact, I don't know why I just didn't do this. I've got the Solihull Moors Wrexham game on flash scores, so it's instantaneous when it goes in. I'm just going to keep refreshing that page with the Premier League, and then I can't get trolled again. United should check to buy Carvalho from Fulham. Have now scored 3 goals in 4 games, and he's just 18. He's Cam, and his contract expires 2022, says Nicholas. Well, didn't they buy Harry Wilson as well? He's doing a very good job. So, yeah. It's not 1-1 in the Leeds game. I wish it was. It is 1-1 in the Leeds game, and it's Bamford. Bamford has scored. No, it's not Bamford. It's not Bamford. It is 1-1 though. Leeds have made it 1-1. I think it's Klitsch who scores, and Bamford fed him in. Woo! Bamford with the assist. Bamford with the assist. Leeds 1-1. Probably a bit of justice. Bit of justice there for Leeds, because they have been a little bit unlucky. And it's 1-1 Leeds. Let me just get this clarified. Yep, it's 1-1. 1-1 Leeds. Klitsch with the goal. Bamford slips it in. Defensive error by Everton. I don't know what happens with Michael Keane and Mina. They can just go towards the ball. They leave it. Bamford's in. Plays Klitsch in. 1-1. And it's only what we've... I said there'd be goals in this game. I did say there will be goals in this game. My name is Goldbridge Kane, and I said that there will be goals in this game. My name is Michael Kane, and it's 1-1. 1-1. Klitsch makes it 1-1. Coventry are losing to Reading. Solihull have not scored. It's still 1-2. You can't troll me. You can't troll me anymore because I've actually got technology set up. Shot by Decore there from distance. Easy save. What do I think of Chong, Mark? Says Danks. Hopefully he'll do quite well. I tell you what, I wish Tony did score for Brentford. That would be good. But I've got 3 points for an assist. Bamford. There we go. Bamford got the assist for Leeds. And I've got Bamford. It's still 2-0 Norwich. 2-0 to Man City against Norwich. It's 1-1 Leeds Everton. It's 0-0 Crystal Palace and Brentford. And it's 0-0 Villa and Newcastle. And in the big game of the day, it's unfortunately 2-1 to Wrexham against Solihull Moors. Celtic are beating St Mirren 4-0. Gilmore has not scored for Norwich. It is still 2-0 to Manchester City. So everything's sort of going to plan at the moment. Well, apart from Solihull Moors losing, but everything's sort of going to plan at the moment. Norwich losing, as many of us expected. Oh, I've got the wrong thing on here. Oh, it's 3-1 to Wrexham. Shut up. Oh, I spoke too bloody soon, didn't I? It is 3-1 to Wrexham. They went 1-0 up. That is a wounder, that is. That is an absolute wounder. Craig's just messaged me, obviously happy that Liverpool won. So we're about to hit half time here. It's not 1-0 to Brentford. Oh no, it's not. It's 2-1 to Wrexham. The goal has been disallowed. Correction, it's 2-1. I've just been bantered by flash scores. It's 2-1. Evan says you've cursed Solihull. I haven't, because it's now gone back to 2-1. It's half time. Man City Norwich. There are no goals anywhere else. We're just about waiting here. So 1-1 Everton, 2-0 to Norwich, to Man City against Norwich, 0-0 Crystal Palace Brentford, 0-0 Aston Villa. Championships scorelines, loads of 0-0s there. West Brom are beating Blackburn, Derby 0-0, Birmingham are 2-0 up against Luton. Did you hear about CM Punk? WWE is finished, says Oliver Smith. No, I didn't. I mean, I tried to watch the Royal Rumble, and not the Royal Rumble. I tried to watch WrestleMania, and I just couldn't get into it, mate. I used to love it, but I couldn't get into it. But it remains 2-1. We've still got a chance. You're telling me there's a chance? We still got a chance. Sam Aimson, no. Not heard from him in ages, mate. I don't know what's going on there. I did reach out, but I just never got a message back. Don't be fooled by the rugs that I got. Please subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. We're going to try and get up to whatever number it is we're trying to get up to soon. I don't know what we're looking at. But lots of minutes added on. 6 minutes added on between Leeds and Liverpool. Not Leeds and Liverpool. It's half-time in the Solihull Moors versus Wrexham game. Oh, we can take a breather. But there's 6 minutes added on between Leeds and Everton. And Villa have scored. Villa have scored. This is not a drill. Villa have scored. Not a drill. Aston Villa have scored a goal. And it's Danny Ings for Villa. So if you've got Danny Ings in your team, Danny Ings has scored. Danny Ings on 45 plus 3. The ball hits the back of the net as Danny Ings keeps his cool and finishes. Ings for Villa. I tell you what, it's a good goal by Danny Ings. Hi Mark, I'm a United fan who's going to Glasgow. Uni, can you decide for me whether to go back Glasgow or Celtic? No, Buster, you're trying to catch me out. That is a fantastic goal for Danny Ings by all accounts. What a hit. What a hit for Danny Ings. And he makes it 1-0 to Villa. I don't need to update the score on that one because I've not got the score on that one. But it's half-time in that game and it's 1-0 to Newcastle. That doesn't help my fantasy Premier League team, although I do want Villa to win because they are quite local to me. I need a clean sheet in that one. I need a Martinez. That's what I need. Statistically in that game, let me just tell you that Villa have had 4 shots to Newcastle's 3. Neither team had a shot on target until Villa scored. But it is 1-0 at half-time in that one. Callum Wilson had a very good shot. Newcastle playing in their nice kit. It's not a nice result for them at the moment. But it's half-time in Palace and Brentford. That's still 0-0. 0-0 in that one. I need to go back to Solihull Moors against Wrexham. It's all very busy here. But it's 2-1 in that game. We're at half-time here. We're just going to stop the clock. Stop the clock, Siri. Stop. Reset. There we go. Mark, what channel is the City game on, mate? Don't know, Muzzer. Not watching it. Hi, Mark. I'm a United fan who is going up. Yeah, I've done that one. And, Mark, you need to check out Danny Ings' goal. Won't get many better goals this season. Well, I've just tweeted it, Joel Morris. What a goal it was for Danny Ings. Lots of people talking about it. Goal of the season. Overhead. In the box. Cross comes in. I mean, Flash Scores says... I love the Flash Scores update. Flash Scores says Danny Ings takes his chance under pressure. That's not the story of that goal at all. The cross comes in, he's got his back to goal, and it's a bit of a half volley. So lovely goal by Danny Ings, makes it 1-0. And Inferno's got Ings and Mings in his team. So there you go. Already goal of the season, says Joa. No, Ailing's would be better. Terra is right. Yeah, it would be. Ailing's goal against United last week was better. But they're still playing in the Everton and Leeds game. 1-1 there, so it's going to be a later finish. Dortmund have scored as well. So, yeah, I don't know what... I can literally read you this update on Flash Scores for the goal that Danny Ings scored. I mean, just the most inaccurate way of describing it. What a goal. Danny... Oh, no, they've changed it now. They've changed it. They've changed it. That's not what it said. Well, if somebody could go back to what I actually read on Flash Scores, because it was something like, goal for Danny Ings, takes it well under pressure. They've now changed it to Danny Ings connects perfectly with the ball in the box to score a wonderful scissor kick. It's now 1-0. That's not what they said. That's not what they said originally. But it is a goal. It is now half-time in the Leeds game. 1-1. There at half-time. So a penalty for Calvert-Lewin, and then Bamford played in Klitsch to make it 1-1. And obviously Man City are beating Norwich 2-0. Crystal Palace against Brentford. Don't know whether we can bring you any sort of stats on that. Yes, we can. Surprising here. Surprising. I'm sure not many people are keeping an eye on what's going on between Crystal Palace and Brentford, but statistically I can tell you, quite overwhelming actually. 2 shots for Crystal Palace, 1 on target. 10 shots for Brentford, 2 on target. 4 shots off goal to Crystal Palace's 1. So absolutely wide open game at the moment. But looking at that and having not watched any of it, it does feel like Brentford have been the better side in that game so far. So it remains 0-0 between Crystal Palace and Brentford. I mean, Crystal Palace are a team that could go down. Yeah, I think Crystal Palace are... I'll take that out of me for a bit. I don't need it till half time. Crystal Palace are a team that could go down. A lot of people are saying Arteta will be the first coach that gets the sack, but ultimately I think that it might well end up being Patrick Vieira. But Danny Ings with a cracking goal is the story of that half, right on half-time. Jack Grealish gets his first goal for Man City. I mean, it wasn't a great finish, but you'll take that as your first goal. He's on the back post, the cross comes to him. He basically shins it in, and he could have shinned it wide. So, but you take that. That's the sort of thing that can get your confidence going. No De Bruyne again today. No Sterling. Still no Harry Kane. So Man City will be very happy of a home game against Norwich. Yeah. They are going to go down big time. Wolves will go down to zone. I think Wolves were quite good last week against Leicester, to be fair. So, yeah. I don't know what's going on with Harry Kane at the moment. Does anyone know? I don't think Burnley will go down. I think people are getting a little bit overexcited, actually, about, the opening 2 games of the season. The reality is that Burnley Burnley will start picking up points. They will. I don't think Burnley are going to be in any trouble. I think the people with problems are going to be Norwich, Norwich, Brentford, and who else? Watford. But then again, Watford won last week. But yeah, Burnley will be all right. They always start slow, says Full Court Press. I agree with that one. Please subscribe, by the way. Thanks everyone for tuning in. 11,000 watching on a Saturday afternoon, which is fantastic. We've got loads of football to keep you updated with again in the second half. Watch-alongs for the weekend. Well, obviously we're doing this one at the moment, but we'll have Chelsea against Arsenal tomorrow. I think that's a 4:30 kick-off. And then on Monday night, we're doing West Ham against Leicester at 8 o'clock. So make sure you tune in for that. We're only 100 subscribers away from 506,000. So please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Do I think Arsenal will get relegated, says Fran. Well, if I was to tell you that Arsenal are playing Chelsea tomorrow, you would know that Arsenal are going to lose by all accounts. I mean, they might do what Spurs did against Man City. Never say never. Arsenal are at home. But I would expect them to lose against Chelsea. I've got Lukaku in my team. And then next week, they're not playing Liverpool, Arsenal. They're not playing Liverpool. It gets better than that. They're playing Man City next week. So, I hope Arsenal I really hope Arsenal get something against Man City. That would be brilliant for the league if Man City were to lose 2 of their first 3 games. But I do think that Arsenal are going to be looking at no points until mid-September when they play Norwich, which is after the next international break. So Arsenal will be under pressure, I think. I think they'll have no points from 9. And people, you know what their fan base is like. They'll be going, go Ottawa! Ottawa! But at the end of the day, when you're playing when you're playing Chelsea and Man City in your first 3 games, you're probably going to be in trouble if you lose your first game against Brentford. But that was the problem they had. I am doing a United watch-along tomorrow, triple. That'll be on the United stand, of course. And do you think Jesus has a future at Man City after being under the shadow of Aguero and maybe Kane, says Druv? I think Jesus is a player that Pep likes to have as a backup player, but I don't think he's good enough to be a player that you're going to win the Champions League with or play every game and win the Premier League with. So I think they do need to buy a top-class striker, and they will do that. I don't know what's happening with Harry Kane. If anybody knows, let me know. But apparently he might be involved in the game tomorrow. I I do have a fantasy league this year. I don't know what the code is though. If anyone knows what it is, I do. There is one. It's more for That's Football actually. Who's your fantasy captain this week? Says Greg. Salah. Villa are 1-0 up. Yeah, I'd like Villa to win today. Did I predict Villa would win? I think I did predict Villa to win. So yeah. Harry Kane is back in training, so I doubt he would be playing. Driving with Goldbridge should be on Netflix, says Thomas Barnes. More people need to watch it then. You know, I know a load of people watched it yesterday. Thanks everyone who's watched it and subscribed to that channel. It's Pieface Driving with Goldbridge. Make sure you check it out. That reminds me actually, Pieface supports Plymouth. They're winning 1-0 against Shrewsbury. Up the pie. Well done. I knew there was another team I needed to look out for. So we've got my team, Solihull Moors, in the National League. They're playing Wrexham. They're losing 2-1. But Wrexham are like, they're now the Man City of the National League because they've been taken over by Deadpool. And but yeah, Plymouth are winning 1-0. So Pie will be very happy. He follows them all over the country and he'll be very, very happy with that. Salford are 0-0 against Swindon if you're interested in them. And in the FA Cup, a few people are asking, what about the FA Cup, Goldbridge? Because there is FA Cup football today. And you're right, there is FA Cup football today. And some people do take an interest in that. If anything, I don't know what the scores are in that. Let me see if I can find out for you. I'm just trying to see. So many games in the FA Cup. FA Cup. Hashtag are playing where, and see if we can find out. FA Cup, lots of games. Can't find out any FA Cup qualifying scores on Flash. They haven't got them. They haven't got the FA Cup, which is odd. Bit of a shame. If anyone knows what Hashtag are doing against where, nice lad Spencer, building a nice thing there. Apparently it's 0-0. No, thoroughly enjoyed that actually, by the way. That whole series that we've not actually finished completing filming Driving with Goldbridge yet. We've got 4 episodes in the bag. 2 are edited and ready to go. Pieface obviously went out yesterday. Episode 2's coming very soon. And then I filmed 2 more this week, which have got to be edited and put together. So 2 more to do. We might do a bonus couple if people get back to us now that they've seen the pilot. So yeah, it'd be nice to get a few more in. But yeah, second halves will be happening in a minute. But I was really pleased that people liked it because you know, you do something new. What app are you using? I've got so many, mate. I'm using Flash Scores on my browser. I've got another laptop. I've got another screen, and I've got a little notepad there with all sorts of stuff going on. I don't actually need this one anymore. It's just there for, you know, because Flash Scores is making it bigger. Oh, yes. Have you watched United live this season, says Nicholas? Mate, they've played 1 game and I did a watch-along for it. So either you're very naive or you're being a bit of a troll. So, no, I haven't watched United play live this season. Professor, you're not blocked because I've just read your chat. City are going against Norwich. Calm down, says MC. I said that I predicted 5-0. And me and Craig are actually up against each other this season. We're doing predictions. I've got 7 points. He's got 5. So basically, you get 3 points if you get the correct score, and you get 1 point if you get the correct result. So I've got 7 from last week. He's got 5. So we both got. I think we both went 3-0 to Liverpool. I predicted 3-2 to Leeds. That could still happen. I can't remember what I predicted in the Villa-Newcastle game, but it was a Villa win. I predicted Palace to beat Brentford, and obviously I went 5-0 to Man City against Norwich. So let's see what happens with that. Top 4 prediction this year, I think I said Man City, Chelsea, United, Liverpool. Nice jumper, says Cole. Thank you very much. Don't think I'll be getting a sponsorship deal from Ralph Lauren, do you? But it is a nice jumper. Newcastle could go down, says Matt H. I just think with Newcastle, they won't go down, and Burnley won't go down. And I just think it will be Brentford and Norwich and possibly Watford. But you know, I hope I'm wrong on that. I hope some of these teams that get promoted do well. Mitchell, thanks for the super chat there. You can do that through the $ if you so wish, but make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. We're still 100 subscribers away from 506,000. So bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Please click the button and subscribe and get involved with the channel. Everybody's welcome on here. As I've said many a time before, everybody's welcome here on this channel. We've got Chelsea against Arsenal watch along tomorrow afternoon. Really excited about that. And we've got West Ham against Leicester on Monday night as well. Next weekend's fixtures, we will be live at lunchtime next weekend because we will have the Arsenal entertain Manchester City next week. And then you've got Man City against... No, sorry, Arsenal have got to go to Man City. I thought they would be... I don't know why I thought Arsenal would be away because United have got 2 away games in a row. But so it's Man City Arsenal we'll do next week at 12:30. There's no Friday game next week. And I don't actually think... Yeah, there's no Monday night game either. It's all... So there's loads of 3 o'clock kickoffs next week. So we'll do another 3 o'clock show next week. West Ham Palace, Norwich Leicester, Newcastle Southampton, Brighton Everton and Aston Villa Brentford. 5:30 it's Liverpool against Chelsea. We'll be doing a watch along for that without a doubt. And then on Sunday you've got Burnley Leeds, Tottenham against Watford and Manchester United against Wolves is the last game before international break time. International break time. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. I don't want another international break if I'm honest with you. Anyway, got to start the clock. Second halves. It's very difficult because let me just listen in. But I know Man City's going to be starting way before anything else does. Let's have a quick look in the Prem. Man City's already in the 48th minute. Everyone else is just about to come out and start. But Man City have already started. So I'm just going to randomly start the clock now. So you're aware that there is... The second halves are up and running, but do know that Manchester City have started and the Everton game hasn't started yet. In fact, I'm just going to go off the Everton game when it kicks off. But Man City have started. Yeah, I enjoyed the Euros. I do enjoy the Euros, but I don't like the international breaks. I just think they're a pain in the arse. Although the first one's not too bad because you've got obviously the transfer window will carry on for a couple of days. Yeah, not loving. I mean, to be honest, I you know, it's great having the Premier League back, but not actually loving the whole. It's one game a week, isn't it? It's not like there's any midweek football as well. Although I think next week there is Carabao Cup football if you're Arsenal. But yeah, we've got 3 international breaks before Christmas. Joe says, what channel? I don't know what you're talking about, Joe. And we don't need international friendlies, says Ricardo. I do think Sancho will start tomorrow. Very excited about that. Champions League draws on Thursday. We'll be doing a watch along for that as well. Rangers versus Celtic as well next Sunday, Mark. Yeah, we're doing a watch along for that, Kieran, as well. So lots to go on the channel. So make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Leeds and Everton players are coming back out on pitch now. They're 5 minutes into the second half of Man City Norwich. And Crystal Palace and Brentford have both kicked off as well. So this is a late kick-off for Leeds and Everton. They had 6 minutes added on. It's still 2-1 in Solihull Moors and Wrexham as well, if anybody's interested in that. Right, they're just kicking off between Leeds and Everton. So let's start the clock. And... get that back. Would you rather Mbappe or Haaland next season, says Bradley? Yeah, chuck your questions in. You know, it is the football chat show on a Saturday afternoon. Hope you're all enjoying it. Make sure you subscribe. Do you want us to keep doing them at this time at 3 o'clock? I mean, we've tried it out the first couple of weeks. We can keep them going. If you don't want us to do it, we don't care. We won't. But I've quite enjoyed it. It's Minimin to ask you to join Big Brother clubs. I would love to join Big Brother clubs, but he can't ask me. Tell him to ask me properly. He can do it on DM. He's asked me before about stuff. I'd love to play. I'd love it. I just love football, really. What is Big Brother clubs, anyway? Sounds good to me. I know Pieface mentioned it to me. Salford are losing. Oh, fucking Phil Neville. Into the bin. Bloody hell, Giggsy. We're bloody losing. Salford 1-0. Salford losing 1-0 to Swindon. Jack Payne scores for Swindon. Pain in the arse, mate. Pain in the arse. Sunshine, Gary Neville. We're losing, Giggsy. I can't believe it, Giggsy. We're losing 2-1. We're not. We're losing 1-0 to Jack Payne. He sounds like a crap name for a crap film. Jack Reacher. It's 1-0. Sunshine, Gary Neville. It's 1-0. He won't be happy, Gary. Swindon are winning 1-0 against Salford. Do people like Salford? People like Salford, actually. I always presume people do, but I don't follow them. I quite liked the series. It's a pro clubs competition. Oh, I love pro clubs, me. I love pro clubs, me. A lot of people don't like Salford. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still journeying from the back. Amstel. Check out my Twitter. You know. Sorry, my Insta. I do like a pint of Amstel, you know. People say, what's your favourite lager? I do actually quite like Amstel on draft. It was a really cheap canned beer when I lived in Ireland, but we get it in draft over here. It's quite nice. Luton are 3-0 down to Birmingham. Up the road from me, Birmingham, the Blues. Chong's having a belter, says Joe. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner. We're 50 away from 506,000. Let's hit it. And Ellie Gill says, thanks for everything you do, Mark. You make it easy for an American to keep up with football and Manchester United when we don't get much coverage. Love, says Ellie Gill. Thanks very much. Jensen says he's going to be off to Salford Uni, so he'll be off to games at United and Salford. Thomas is actually from Salford. Still 2-1, Wrexham and Solihull. I don't think Solihull will get back into that game, you know. I wonder if I can get any stats. Oh, no, you can't. You can't. Champions League draw is on Thursday. City couldn't... thanks for following me on Twitter, C. Jean. No shots for Norwich, says Bibek. I mean, why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? I'm not surprised that Man City can't sell out a home game against Norwich, because only big clubs can do that. Notts County have gone 1-0 up against Barnet. Ruben Rodriguez. If you know, you know. I had a football manager career that was doing Notts County last year, and I got him promoted, and he was a player that was quite good. Hi, Mark. Can you say Charlie loves kebabs, says Freddie Bramwell, and the break isn't friendlies, it's World Cup qualifying, says Jordan. There's 3 games, isn't there, as well, Jordan? It's a 3-game break. Apparently, let me just check before I do this. Everton have scored. Everton have scored. They have scored. We're not going to get bantered here. Damari Gray with the goal on the left-hand side. Shoots across the goal. It's 2-1 to Everton. And there are goals in this game, as many predicted. Damari Gray. He's another one. That's a bloody another one. Why does he have to deliver today? Why is he delivered today? I said it in the first half. Demarai Gray is a player that looks to me like he could be a decent fancy Premier League player. And he does look like he can be a very, very good fancy league player. Decore got the assist. Yeah, Demarai Gray is 5.5 million. So, yeah, get rid of Townsend and put Demarai Gray in your team because he's looking good. But it's 2-1 to Everton. Goals in the game. Goals in the game. And it was a good goal for Demarai Gray and Decore with the assist. 2-1. Man City to win the league this season, says Luke. Well, I think a lot of people would agree with you with that one, Luke. Still 1-0 to Villa against Newcastle. 0-0 Crystal Palace and Brentford. 1-2 Leeds to Everton. And Man City still 2-0 up against Norwich. The goals are flying in thick and fast here. Steely makes a good point though. It's fair enough. He says, fair enough, it's Norwich, but it's also Man City's first home game in over a year and they can't fill the stadium. Yeah. Shall I tweet it? I'm going to blame you, Steely, but I'll take the credit. I'll get loads of shit on Twitter for this, but you 11,000 people know it's not even my thing. I'm just tweeting it as an experiment. Watch the crap I get for this. A lot of people think it's funny, but there'll be Man City fans who just absolutely abuse me because they won't understand the context of we're just taking a tweet off. We're taking somebody's post off YouTube and putting it out as a social experiment, but they'll be there, vicious. Thanks for backing me up, Brad. It is true, though. You know, Sidant, it is actually true. That's why I've tweeted it out from Steeler, because he's right. He's absolutely right. You know, there isn't an excuse for not filling your stadium, is there? Calvert-Lewin just had a chance there for Everton. I'll have a check the international fixtures in a minute, BK. I don't know. No. Football. Everton looking like the better team in the second half here. I think England would play their first one on the Friday. Or maybe I've got that wrong. On Wednesday? Are they playing Thursday? I don't know when England... Oh, England are playing Hungary away on Thursday the 2nd. I tell you what, I don't want to alarm the Leeds fans, but Everton are all over you at the moment. Can I get a happy birthday to my mate Sam, the most deluded United fan I know, says Rasnell. Why is he so deluded? Let us know. Sterling's coming on for Man City, says Pablo. Iwobi's crap, isn't he? I mean, like, I think Arsenal fans actually agree with me on this, but he is crap. Oh, that's a good cross there. He is crap. It's a wide open game between Leeds and Everton. Notts County 2-0 up. Ruben Rodriguez with his second goal there. Notts County will be one of the favourites to get promoted as well this season. Pukki hasn't scored. No. Right, I can tell you that England's fixtures over the international break are as follows. Thursday the 2nd of September, which is quite good actually, because this international break will go quite quickly for this reason, right? The international transfer window doesn't close until the Tuesday. So Premier League fixtures next weekend finish on Sunday, but the transfer window won't close until Tuesday night, which keeps us busy for the first 2 days. Then England are playing on the Thursday night against Hungary, which will actually be a good game because it's in Hungary. Remember them from the Euros. That'll be packed. So, you know, there you go. Then they're playing Andorra on the 5th of September, which I think is third Sunday. And then they're playing Poland away on the Wednesday. So it's actually not a bad international break as far as things go. The worst one is the one in October, because they play Andorra, Hungary and Albania. And then they've got San Marino in November. Bullshit, that is bullshit. That really is bullshit. That is proper bullshit, mate. That is proper bullshit. Still 2-1 to Wrexham. And still no more goals in there. Norwich doing well to keep it to 2-0, I tell you that for free. They are. They are. Now, MK Dons, League 2. Keeping an eye on it. Where is Salford are beating Swindon 1-0? I'm trying to find out for Pieface, my debutante. Plymouth are 2-0 up. That's what I'm checking. Yeah, I'm checking for your Pie. 2-0 up. Plymouth. 50th minute. Jeff Cott makes it 2-0 against Shrewsbury. Pie's in Pie heaven. He's well happy with that. There'll be more goals in this Leeds-Everton game. 100%. But Plymouth look like they're getting the points against Shrewsbury there. In League 1. Pie faces Plymouth. What's going on here? Still 2-1 there. Potential penalty for Villa, apparently, says Yill. I don't know whether that's accurate or not. Thanks, Jack. Bouncy says, do you play any other games? I do. I will be playing a bit of Football Manager when it comes out, but it comes out quite late, doesn't it? Apparently, Pillar penalty to Villa. They're talking about. Not 100% sure, but just waiting for a bit of a VAR on this. I think they'll give it. I think they're going to give it. Defo penalty, says Kieran Kaza. They're saying that handball header from Mings, and the defender's got his arm out.
You know when you're done?
Yeah.
In 10 minutes.
About 20 minutes, yeah. You can get ready to go to the pub.
No.
Penalty. Lascelles has given the penalty there. So it is a penalty. Penalty to Villa. I predicted they'd win. I need Martinez not to concede today. Desperately. Lascelles is the captain for Newcastle, of course. It's not Danny Ings taking the penalty, apparently. It's not Danny Ings taking it. It's Trezeguet, isn't it? Is it Trezeguet or is it El Ghazi? Empty Had is in the chat. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. We're only about 20 away from that. From 506,000. So please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. It's not Ings taking the penalty. It's 3-0 at the Etihad as well. I can tell you the goal scorer is Laporte after 65 minutes. And it's El Ghazi with the penalty for Villa. goals going in here. Goldbridge having to be Goldbridge, not Goldbridge. So it's El Ghazi with the penalty for Villa to make it 2-0. And it's Laporte with the goal for Manchester City to make it 3-0. We'll change it on the screen for you. I presume it will be across from a corner. And it is. And it's a mess, as typically is for Norwich. Now, I said 5-0 in this game. And I think Craig said 4-0. Defensively shit, Norwich, as per usual. But I don't know why Danny Ings hasn't taken the penalty, Matthew McFarlane. But Laporte has made it 3-0 to Manchester City. We should be getting a goal coming in soon from the Leeds-Everton game, which I predicted Leeds would win. Wrexham still 2-1. All still going. 3-0 Laporte for Manchester City. It's funny though, isn't it? You can just predict. You can just predict football. And, you know, sometimes, well, it's very hard to predict football actually, but some games you can just look at and go, that's going to be a massive 2-0 win for Norwich, for Manchester City. Like, they're going to win 2-0. That's what's going to happen. And, of course, Man City play Arsenal next week. I went 3-0. I did say 3-2 to Leeds. Still plenty of time to go in that game. Still half an hour to go in that game. 3-0 to Plymouth. Up the pie, says Harry. He's having a party. He'll be well happy with that. Please score, Tony. He's got to go. I've got to get rid of him. 1-1 for Coventry, says Alvin Blocks. I can't believe how few chances Leeds have created for Bamford. Just don't get it. Don't get it. Still 2-0 Villa. Well, they've only just scored a penalty. 2-0 Villa. 0-0 Crystal Palace and Brentford. Statistically, I can tell you in that game that it's still only 3 shots for Crystal Palace, but 12 for Brentford. So they're still the team on top there. Everton, as we know, are beating Leeds 2-1. Man City 3-0 up against Norwich at the moment. Oh, I thought it said 3-1 to Wrexham then. It's not. It's 3-1 to Dagenham and Redbridge against Stockport. Solihull are losing 1-2. Leeds are going to get relegated. No, they won't. No, they won't. My fantasy Premier League team's not doing that great because I've got Dallas and Bamford, sod all. Tony, sod all. I have got Martinez in goal from Villa, so if they keep a clean sheet, that would help. But, yeah, that's all I've got. It's still 0-0 Crystal Palace and Brentford for anybody who's trying to scam people. Stretch. Have a stretch. I'm going to have a bad week in fantasy football, really. Unless Lukaku scores a shitload of goals. And Sancho plays tomorrow. I've got Sancho in my team as well. Yeah. I've had a bad start. I won't give up, though. I'll give up. I won't give up. It can change around very, very quickly. Yeah, he's been very good. Crystal Palace for relegation, says Echoes. Well, I did predict that maybe Vieira could be the first manager to get the sack because he has got good players there. He's got Zaha, he's got Eze. You know, they've got good enough players to not be involved in a relegation battle. What's happened with CM Punk? I don't know. Has he left WWE? People are talking about it. Man United tomorrow, yeah. Penguins got some breaking news. Apparently City have got to confirm 3 people in the stadium. There we go. Don't know why Danny Ings didn't take the penalty JJ plays. Presume he must have took them for Southampton. 20 minutes to go in most games. 25 minutes to go in Leeds against Everton. You can't argue with Everton's performance so far. They have been the better side and they lead at the moment. And it's 4-0 to Manchester City. 4-0 to Manchester City. And the goal this time has not been confirmed yet. Not been confirmed yet, but it is 4-0. Which means Craig has got the perfect score at the moment, unless it goes to 5. And it's Raheem Sterling with the goal for Manchester City this time. Raheem Sterling makes it 4-0, and it's devastating. Devastating, but predictable. I call it predictable. Let me just change that to 4. Oh, I've not changed it. I think it's Jesus who got the assist, by the way. It was Jesus who got the assist. A tap in for Sterling. Jesus better than Pogba, says Corey M. Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I sort of lose nothing in saying that it would be useful for my head-to-head with Craig if Man City now got the 5th goal, because he predicted 4-0. We are head-to-head this season. And I said 5-0. So, yeah, 4-0. It is to Man City. They got more goals than fans at the ground. But Tony needs to score. I think the annoying thing about Brentford is they've had a lot of chances. I didn't think they would score today. I predicted they wouldn't score today, but they've had loads of chances. Pieface is at Shrewsbury for Plymouth. I think they're 3-0 up. Still 2-1, Wrexham, Solihull. Come on, Solihull. Get a goal. Get a goal late on. You can do it. Put your back into it. I desperately need Villa not to concede. I mean, I'm having a crap fancy Premier League game anyway. I needed Bamford to score a goal today. He's got an assist, but I needed a goal. Salah was my captain. He's done sod all. If Martinez concedes a late goal against Newcastle, it'll be harsh. It really will. Thanks everyone who's watching, by the way. Please do subscribe. Remember, this channel, everybody's welcome on here. We are doing Arsenal-Chelsea tomorrow. We're doing Leicester-West Ham on Monday night. We're 10 subscribers away from 506,000, so please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. And can I just give a shout-out, if you've not watched Pieface Driving with Goldbridge, please do check it out. It's a brand new series I'm doing on my channel. Episode 1 yesterday. 150,000 legends have already watched it in the first 24 hours. You can check it out on my channel, Mark Goldbridge, or just type in Pieface Driving with Goldbridge. Write it down to watch afterwards. That would be appreciated. We've got a goal in the National League, but it's for Chesterfield. And it's 1-0 against Aldershot there. Notts County are winning 3-0 against Barnet, who've had a red card. And Wrexham still lead 2-1. I tell you what, it's a busy stream keeping up with everything here. Ipswich are beating MK Dons 2-1 as well. Bonnie has just scored there. Nothing going on in the Premier League at the moment. No updates to bring you. Thanks, James, who said I've just watched it. It's a very good video. It's going well, Julian. You can also check out my interview with Paul Ince this afternoon on the United Stand, if you want to check that out. Come on, Tony. Get us a goal. Palace are shit, aren't they? I'm pretty sure I predicted Palace to win this game today. It's one of them days at the moment for me. It sort of could be up in the air. Leeds haven't scored, Flymo. It's definitely not a goal for Leeds. It's still 20 minutes to go in that game. 15 minutes to go in every other game. I do need another Man City goal. And people will say, why do you need another Man City goal? I need another Man City goal because me and Craig are doing head-to-heads each Premier League week predicting the scores. And I'm 7-5 ahead of him. But he's got... I know he went with 4-0 to Man City and I said 5. I'd love a Bamford goal. Of course, if Everton get the win, that's 6 points from 6 for them. Very good start to the season for Benitez. Surely City will get a 5th mark. Yeah, hope so. I mean, people who say, oh, how can you want City to score when you're a United fan? Mate, it's not like if they score one more... They're winning 4-0. Like, it makes no difference at this point. From a fantasy Premier League point, though, you know, I don't think there's a lot... I don't think Man City are a team that people go for fantasy Premier League points at the moment, do they? Because if you think about their goals, Laporte, not many people will have him. There might be people who've got Grealish. Jesus has had 2 assists. Sterling scored a goal. The other one was an own goal. So... I think Leeds have scored. I think Leeds have scored. Flash scores are saying something's going on. I don't know who. I don't know who scored. I think it might be Rafinha, but it's definitely a goal for Leeds. It's Rafinha who scored for Leeds. It's not Bamford. That's a bit shit. It's not Bamford. I don't even know if he gets an assist here. Let's have a look. Was it a good goal by Rafinha? But it's definitely not anything to do with Bamford, which is a shame. I think it's Klitsch. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I think it's Klitsch who gets the assist. Pretty sure. It's definitely Rafinha who gets the goal. I think it's Klitsch. Why, whoa. Why is Palestri trending? Oh, he's on the bench, Palestri, for them. But a good goal for him. And I think there's a penalty to Newcastle in the bloody Newcastle game. You wouldn't believe it. There's talk of a penalty for Newcastle. Oh, no, there's not. Sorry. Forget that. It's all going on. Flash scores his mess taking the piss. Still 2-1 in that game. Premier League. Oh, no, I think there is a penalty for Newcastle. I think there is a penalty for Newcastle. Townsend's coming on for Everton. Looks like there's a penalty for Newcastle here. The chat are telling me. It is a penalty for Newcastle. And Martinez has got a red card. Oh, forget it. Unless Wilson's offside. I don't think he'll get a red card. I think he'll get a yellow card. No penalty, offside for Newcastle. It's not their day. It's not their day. That's a tight one as well. Oh, saved by the bell. Saved by VAR. Goldbridge is saved by VAR here. It stays 2-0. Martinez, I don't think he would have got a yellow card because there are Villa players back, but he's offside in the Newcastle game, so it's all going on here. Callum Wilson's not very happy. I need to change the score. I know. Hat says it's not offside. It looked marginal to me, and the thing I would say about that is, aren't these marginal penalties meant to be disappearing? Marginal offsides are meant to be disappearing. I haven't seen it. I don't know. I'm only going what's in my ear. But apparently that offside is a disgrace, says Niz. Would Martinez have been sent off for that? I don't think he should have been sent off because there's defenders back. Has he deprived... Would he have deprived an obvious goal-scoring opportunity? I don't think it would have done. But it would have been a yellow card. But it was a fingernail offside that they're meant to be getting rid of. You know? They're meant to be getting rid of those. I'd say they're a bit unlucky there, Newcastle. Still 10 minutes to go in all the other games apart from the Everton game because that was a little bit of a later kickoff. So still time in that one. Still Solihull Moors 1, Wrexham 2. It's not going to be the dream result I wanted anyway, is it? Not going to get that quite. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. And there is talk of a City goal. I've not got anything on a City goal yet. No. I've got nothing about a City goal. Can't confirm a City goal. Hashtag a losing, apparently. I got nothing on a City goal. I can't confirm a City goal at the moment. I'd like to because I predicted 5-0. But no, nothing on a City goal. Can't confirm it. They're trolling. So there you go. No City goal. They're trying to get me. But they won't work because I've got flash scores on. So, still 4-0. No goals in any games at the moment. No flash score updates. It's 2-2 Leeds Everton. It's 4-0 Man City Norwich. It's 0-0 Crystal Palace Brentford. And it's 2-0 Newcastle, who nearly got a penalty. They're losing 2-0 to Villa. Interestingly, Brentford have had 14 shots to Crystal Palace's 5. And it's still 0-0 there. Still no Premier League goal for Tony yet. 6-0 to Celtic against St Mirren, if you're interested in that. We've got 10 minutes to go in... Well, we've only got 6 minutes to go in the Man City game. It's my birthday, Mark. Can you wish me a happy birthday, says Sabata? Also, what's your favourite Oasis song? A happy birthday to Sabata. My favourite Oasis song changes by the day, really, because it just depends what mood I'm in. But you can't go wrong with a bit of Slide Away, Listen Up, Let's All Make Believe. Yeah, and then other songs I like will just be based on whatever mood I'm in. I was singing Champagne Supernova today. Still Solihull Moors 1, Wrexham 2, 7 minutes to go there. Notts County are beating Barnet 4-0. Southend are 1-0 up against Kings Lynn. If you're interested. Premier League. I'll tell you what would be interesting. There's still 12 minutes to go in Leeds Everton. I predicted... Oh, there is a goal for Manchester City now. There is a goal. I've predicted... I don't want to celebrate it massively, but get in the mud, Craig. Get in the mud, Craig, because he predicted 4-0. I predicted 5-0. It is 5-0 to Manchester City. And I think this time it is Mahrez. So the people who were trolling actually are right. 5-0 to Manchester City. And this is the score I predicted. I predicted 5-0 to Manchester City. So I don't know who's got the assist yet, Kieran. We're just waiting for it to come through. Mahrez has definitely scored. I think it's Rodri. No, it might be Ruben Diaz. Might be Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz with the assist and Mahrez with the goal. 5-0. Little dink over the top. Mahrez is through and just whacks it in with his left foot. God, it's been intense doing this. I deserve a like on this video. Bloody hell. How many goals have we had to do? I'm not that bothered. Now, if that stays 5-0, I've got 3 points. Craig, sit down. I'm going to message him now. Unlucky, mates. That's another 3 points for me. I said Man City 5-0. You said 4. They've just made it 5. They're going to make it 6 now. But I was just about to say that. The quite interesting thing for me is that I predicted Man City would win 5-0. And I predicted that Leeds would win 3-2. So if Leeds get a late goal, I've got 2 perfect scores. I can't remember what I said in the Villa-Newcastle game. I think I said, I did say a Villa win, but I think I said 2-1. If anyone can remember what I said, I think I said 2-1 in that game. Not 100% sure, but I think I did. I know I said 3-0 to Liverpool. But, here he goes.
It's not over yet there, Mark, and it's 2-2 in the Leeds-Everton game, which I believe I have down as well. So,
oh, you wanker.
So the race ain't over yet, my friend.
See, I don't know what... I knew... yeah. Still time. I didn't... I think I said 3-0 to Liverpool, Keegan. I'm pretty sure I said 3-0 to Liverpool. But I think... Villa-Newcastle... Man City get another goal. I haven't got it right. He's right. But AS12 says he's a Leeds fan and he loves the content. Thanks, pal. I need to go back and check. I know I predicted a Villa win, but I didn't write it down. Lovely goal by Rafinha that was, you know, by the way. 2 cracking goals today. Danny Ings and Rafinha. Notts County winning 4-0. Kyle Wooten, another one I remember. People are saying it's 6-0 to Man City. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Come on, Solihull Moors. Get a late equaliser against Wrexham. It's not. It's 5-0 to Man City at the moment. I mean, fancy Premier League wise, a Villa clean sheet would be good because I've got Martinez. Still time for it all to change. Norwich are going to win, says Lazar. Yeah. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We were very close to 506,000, so subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. 4-0 to Birmingham against Luton. Gary Gardner's scored there. Will we get a late goal? There's still 5 minutes to go in the Leeds-Everton game. All the other games are coming very close towards the end. We're in the 90th minute for Man City Norwich. If that finished 5-0, that's a very good result for me because I predicted it. You know what? I do think Bamford will start scoring goals, but it'll be when I kick him out. I'm gonna have to kick him out. 88th minute, Solihull Moors against Wrexham, still 1-2 to bloody Wrexham. Maidenhead have just scored. That's not where I need a goal. I need a goal in the Prem or at Solihull. Somebody just said 2 clean sheets for Brentford. Get in. Well, it's not done yet. Although I think Crystal Palace have been quite disappointing, haven't they? Everton looking like they're running out of steam a little bit here. They came out second half and were very, very good. But They've run out a bit of steam. Obviously, the home crowd, Ellen Road. So you never know. We might get another goal here. 90+1, Man City, Norwich. Celtic won 6-0, says Dylan. Thanks everyone who's tuned in, by the way. Fantastic amount of chat and everything going on. As ever on this channel, really enjoy doing it. And we will be doing Chelsea-Arsenal tomorrow afternoon and Leicester against West Ham on Monday night. So lots to get involved in. Of course, after the international break, it'll be Champions League stuff as well. We've got the Champions League draw on here on Thursday as well. Still 2-0 Villa, 0-0 Palace and Brentford. Leeds here 2-2 against Everton, and Man City here 5-0 against Norwich. And we are running out of time in all our games. Is there to be a late winner at Palace or at Leeds? Villa looking like they're going to get their first 3 points of the season here. International break is the week after this, mate. So there's another week end of things to happen. It's not going to be Solihull Moors Day, is it? 1-2, 90th minute. Wrexham are winning 2-1. It's just not going to be the day. Will you play eFootball Pro Evo next season? I won't play Pro Evo, no, Alex. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't realise Craig had 2-2 with Everton and Leeds as well. Bloody hell. That takes away from my 5-0. Save me, Bamford, says Jay Wolf. It's not a bad result for Everton. 4 points from their opening 2 games. I've got Lukaku in my fancy Premier League team tomorrow, so to be honest with you, I'm fully expecting Chelsea to win, and I've gone for him to score a lot of goals. I don't think he will flop, but then again, I thought Timo Werner would get a lot of goals. I think the difference with Lukaku is that he's Premier League proven, isn't he? He is Premier League proven. It's not a penalty for Leeds. I like the way people are trying to troll people now, even though I've got flash scores right in front of me, so I know when things happen as quick as anybody else does now. It's nearly full time at Solihull. Bit disappointed by that. Gotta be honest. Bit disappointed by that. Doesn't feel like we're going to get any late goals here. Ings is the best striker in the world, says Doctor. I wonder if he'll get back into the England squad, actually, because Ollie Watkins was in the England squad. I know he didn't go to the Euros, but he was in the England squad, wasn't he? Actually, Everton pushing for a goal now. How many do you think United will win by tomorrow? Man City game is finished 5-0. Unlucky Craig. Goldbridge with the bang-on score prediction. I said 5-0. That's 3 points in the bag in the Craig versus Goldbridge season challenge. Premier League predictions challenge. We've still got... Right, now I need Villa. If anybody can go back to my Premier League predictions video yesterday and find what I predicted against Newcastle. I know it'll take you a minute or two, but I really can't remember what I predicted. I know I predicted Villa to win. But I think I predicted 2-1 to Villa. And I'm hoping I said 2-0. Can we dub it? 2-0. 2-1. I said 2-1. I knew it. Bastard. Hashtag are going out the FA Cup to... Was it Wales or something like that? Yeah, I did go 2-1. Oh well. I need the clean sheet more anyway. Yes! Solihull Moors 2-2! Get in! Get in there! 2-2! Don't be a score correction. Don't be a score don't. 90+3. Solihull Moors. Come on then. Come on then. Let's be having you. Local 2-2. Late leveller for at Solihull Moors against Wrexham, Hollywood, FC. Come on. And they've not predicted it. Up we go. This is going to be good fun watching, keeping an eye on Solihull Moors this season. Get in. 2-2. Hello says no one cares. Well, somebody does clearly care. Deadpool, get in the mud. Get in the mud, Deadpool. I don't think we're going to get a late goal in any other of the Premier League games. If anything, it's Deadpool. Everton pushing. Well, that's made it worthwhile, hasn't it? That has made it worthwhile. A nice little late goal for Solihull Moors against the mighty Wrexham and all their money. And that's a cracking late goal for them. Doesn't look like we're going to get a late goal in anything else. Wrexham are the Man City of the non-league now because they've been taken over by Ryan Reynolds and some other Welsh guy who's rich from Hollywood. So, yeah. And Solihull Moors is literally 5 minutes drive from where I live. So, but no, it doesn't look like there's going to be any late goals here. I mean, Villa. I need Villa to win 2-0 so that I can get the clean sheet for Martinez. Still going in that one. Brentford and Palace. I mean, don't even bother showing that on Match of the Day. What a waste of time that's been. And it's 0-0 in that game. Dead game, that is. Rubbish. Good point for Brentford in a way, but they probably could have won it. Now we just need Villa to win 2-0. Get Martinez the clean sheets. Huddersfield have got a late goal. Against Sheffield United. Levi Colwill. He has as well. Leeds with a long throw, says Jermaine. Everton look more likely to score. Solihull Moors will be rocking. It's still going. No, I didn't. I said 2-1 to Villa, but I have got Martinez in goal, so the clean sheet still helps me. Six minutes been added on at Villa, but they've had a few moments, haven't they? They've had a penalty and a VAR and an offside that could have been a penalty for Newcastle. On another day, Newcastle could have got something out of this game. But Wilson had a chance one-on-one at 0-0, and he very nearly got a penalty as well. Still not over. Bit of a penalty shout for Leeds here. I don't know whether it will get given. Oh, you know what? I don't know what... Is anyone watching the Leeds game? I mean, don't know whether that's going to be a penalty because it seems to... they're saying there's connection on the ball. I don't think it will be a penalty. Delph. No. No. No penalty there. Still going, Villa and Newcastle. Yeah, Solihull Moors get the point there against Wrexham. Very good point for them there. Villa win 2-0. Clean sheet for Martinez. And it looks like it's going to finish 2-2 here. And it has finished 2-2 between Leeds and Everton. So there you go. 2-0 to Burnley. 2-0 to Liverpool against Burnley at lunchtime. 2-0 to Newcastle against... 2-0 to Villa. I'm getting it all wrong here. 2-0 to Villa against Newcastle. 0-0 for Brentford and Palace. 2-2 Leeds and Everton. And Man City win it 5-0 against Norwich. So absolutely... fantastic 3 o'clock kickoffs there. I think Leeds Everton was a cracker. Man City Norwich was predictable. Villa Newcastle had a lot of big moments. Check them out on Match of the Day later. And up the Solihull Moors. I'm going to be literally doing quite a bit of content with them this season, so I'm very, very happy with that. You can keep an eye on why I'm doing a lot of content with them soon. Lesnide says, great show, Mark. Look, thanks everyone who's tuned in. It's been a very hectic stream, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you have as well. All I'd say is I am going to be live on the United Stand at 8 o'clock, and I have got my preview show with Paul Ince, which is on the United Stand, which went up a couple of hours ago, so please do check that. We're back on this channel tomorrow at 4:30 for Chelsea against Arsenal. And we've got Leicester against West Ham on Monday, watch along. We're not doing the 5:30 game, Watford against Brighton. I'm going down the pub. But please do check out, just type it in, Pie Face Driving with Goldbridge. Please check it out, because I want as many people to watch it as possible, because it's had such good feedback, and it's episode 1 of a series that I'm doing. So please do check it out. Just type in Pie Face Driving with Goldbridge and check out the thing. Thanks everyone for watching. You've all been fantastic. Subscribe as usual, bottom right hand corner, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Thanks for watching.